Hey guys, welcome to Zex. It's been a long time, and this week I had a lot of time in my hands, so me and my roommates we decided to experiment a little bit with chicken. We always wanted to grill our own chicken, so we are doing it in the Indian style. And if you'd like to make your own grilled chicken at home, you can just follow our videos. It's very cheap, and trust me, it's going to be very cheap. And once you invest it, you can always grill anything you like. Okay, so let's jump into the video. Get some stainless steel grill from your local hardware store and also a nice flat and shallow clay pot so that it's easy to spread your meat over it and also to maintain the fire. Get some nice tender meat with long cuts so that the marination would penetrate the skin. Now take a wide utensil, preferably a kadai, and add half a liter of curd with chili powder and some dhania powder. And it's all up to you to make to decide how much amount of powders that you need to add. Okay, the spices, it's all up to your taste. Just keep on experimenting with the food. Okay, and now add some coriander powder, and you can add ample amounts of coriander powder. It's no big deal, and if you don't like coriander, just omit it. And now go for some ginger garlic paste and add more of some garlic and less of ginger, so that you can extract the flavor of the garlic. And squeeze half a lemon into the mixture. So lemon always gives you a tangy taste. And finally some turmeric for coloring and some salt. We don't prefer going for artificial color, so we prefer turmeric, but if you guys like orange shade, you can go for artificial colors. There's nothing wrong with it. And start mixing with your hands. And finally add some pepper and just wiggle it down the mixture so that you get a fine paste. And once you get the fine paste, you can just put the chicken, and just before marinating, make sure that the paste just enters all the cuts in the chicken evenly so that it gives a nice flavor, aroma, and some good feeling to the meat. Once you finish mixing the chicken into the mixture, set it aside so that it can marinate for an hour or two. And now we can concentrate on how to make barbecue sauce. And making barbecue sauce is the easiest. So take a flat utensil and pour some oil, and let the oil gets heated, and add ample amounts of garlic and also some onions. This garlic and onion is going to be the base of this barbecue sauce. And the amount of garlic you add depends upon your sense of taste and your likeness towards garlic. And have as much fun as you can while you're cooking. We had so much fun while cooking this. And once the mixture is translucent, once the onion gets translucent, just add around sufficient amounts of vinegar. There's no amount, like you just add whatever you feel like it. You should be at the moment. And after adding the vinegar, it's the tomato ketchup, and it's always handy to have a ketchup opener. And we have our talented Somesh, and he can open anything. So finally, it's not coming off, and the bugger is off. Now add the entire bottle of tomato ketchup. We were 7 in the room, and we need to cook the entire chicken for 7 people, so we added a complete bottle of ketchup. But depending on the number of people you're cooking, you can just vary the amount of ketchup that you're going to add. And now the secret ingredient is the Worcestershire, and I hope I'm spelling it right. And you can get it at any convenience store or department store near your home. Just ask for the sauce and just add 5 tablespoons for 2 kgs of chicken. That's the ratio. And once you finish adding up the Worcestershire, let it boil. Okay, and before stirring it, add sufficient amounts of chili powder. I recommend adding more chili powder so that you can make the barbecue sauce so spicy, but once you grill the chicken, the spiciness will be off. And add some salt and start stirring, and let the mixture simmer there. And once the mixture is totally stirred, put the burner on high and let it boil. And once the sauce comes to a boil, it's time to add some brown sugar. And if you can't find brown sugar, it's okay to add white sugar or whatever color sugar you get your hands on. and just start stirring the pot, and the sauce is done finally. So now you can take the sauce pot away from the stove and let it cool down. Making the mayonnaise sauce is the most easiest part. Just break 2 eggs into a vessel, and for every single part of the egg you need to add 3 parts of any refined oil. We use the refined oil, but it's preferable to use vegetable oil. And once the oil is added, the next part will be the vinegar. Just add a few spoons of vinegar. I think 2 or 3 table teaspoons should do it, and add some salt to taste and some pepper for spiciness. And once it's done, it's time to blend it. Now add the mixture into the blender. You can just beat the mixture before adding it into the blender, and once you run the blender you can find the oil and the eggs getting mixed into a pasty thing, and you just open it and see if there is a nice texture to it, and once you're satisfied with your sauce, just transfer it into a container. So finally get some charcoal and put it into the clay pot and light a fire, and if you have some campfire you can use it to start the initial fire. And the coal, it will take its own time to burn, and once the coal burns and the flame remains, that's when you can start your chicken to grill. Okay, you can grill the chicken now. Just brush a layer of oil to those stainless steel sticks so that the meat doesn't get stick to it while grilling. And once the stainless steel grills gets really hot, now it's time to place those awesome tender chicken onto the grills, and it's time to grill some hot meat, right? So yes, I'm so excited for this. And once you place all the chicken on the grill, it's time to apply the BBQ sauce that we have prepared earlier. This sauce is going to give you the flavor, the real flavor of the grilled chicken. So make sure to apply the paste evenly all over the chicken, and make sure it enters all those neat cuts that we have made on those meat. Okay, so once it's done, you can just find the chicken sizzling, burning, and you can find that awesome smell beneath it. And just because of the smell, literally my friend who was sleeping in the adjacent room, he woke up and came to see what we are burning inside the kitchen. It was so much fun that day, and it was an awesome day. Now turn the chicken onto the other side and let it get grilled, and you're allowed to do all sort of crazy stuff. And finally, the moment of truth. And once you feel the chicken is all cooked up, you can just take it off the grill, and oh my god, my mouth is already watering. Not just mine, all the 7 people's mouth are watering. And wow, we are really having a good time, and we had so much fun cooking it. Just for the sake of this video, we were just trying to present it, but the truth is we are literally worse than any tribe that you can find, and this is what we were left with finally. So thanks for watching, guys. And the man of the hour in the black t-shirt, it's Naren with the good, amazing culinary skills without whom this won't be possible. So thanks, Naren.